Hi everyone, today we're going to answer the question in the topic 16, ethical dilemmas, the burger matters. So today we're going to answer some of the questions 6, 7, 8, and also the last question of discussion. So first we're going to go straight into the first question number 6. Think about the 3 options available to your meatless burger companies. First, do nothing. Second, pull products from all stores and cities where GMO poisonings occurred. And thirdly, pull products from shelves at all stores. Which option would you choose and why? Firstly, I would choose option number 3 because option number 3, pull products from all shelves at all stores, which is better because they are decreasing the amount of kind of murders, increasing the amount of damagings, increasing the amount of people having poisoned, died, and also death in those kind of places. It's more likely because if we are pulled to nothing, they might be affected because a lot of people more maybe die. And even if they're also solely effective, if it's solely effective to these kind of situation, it might be spreading worldwide. And if we don't care about it as much, people's population might be increased. And secondly, pull products from all stores and cities where would poisoning occurs. So think about whether you have products from all stores and cities. If it's only cities, what happens is outside of cities. What happens if those kind of places actually effective or maybe outside those cities as well? The tons of cities in the world. If we are destroyed all those products from all shelves, all stores, in all stores and all around the world, more likely that there are these kind of can spread because some thieves can never stop in their actions. They can be spread worldwide. They'll be spread almost every single store in the worldwide. Seventh, and let's go to the second question. What do you think about what happened if Jim Burks and Johnson & Johnson had decided to take do nothing option in entire long poisoning crisis or takes the cities worldwide? Only option is Chicago in this case. So think about it, even if that Jim Burks and Johnson have done nothing, do nothing at all, there are people have increasing their trust. If they don't do it, they might be losing the people's trust. And if they even do it, they have more people trust. There are companies back to sale. The more advantages that these kind of sales are on auctions, and the more likely that these are really they are helping for this customer as well. And even if they are doing the citywide, if they're only citywide, they might spread for other Chicago's, part of Chicago, not just Chicago, and they can spread worldwide as well. They might be spread for other kind of part outside of Chicago as well. These are really effective because they're also really talk about whether you care about the country or not. Moving on to the 8th question. Imagine your automobile manufacturer that require to add seatbelts which are in your vehicle. So seatbelts are really accurately using meet for all legal requirements for safety. There are new restrictions on the system about 25% safer for passengers over the world. And their new seatbelts, however, will add significant cost in the vehicle, resulting to lower profile and reduce ability to complete a marketplace. Do you keep installing the legal implement seatbelt, or do you just switch to a new restricting system? So I'd rather goes to new restraint system because when we have legally seatbelts, even how much it costs, because we need to put safety in front before profile even goes in. Because if we don't do it quick, you just care most about profile, we're missing the opportunities to get much more, to get these opportunities for vehicles and to get more safety to people, so humanity, and for new seatbelt, because some people did not wear seatbelts overworld, because just some people use the seatbelts and there are some accidents that can get even if they don't do it. These are really important when you talks about whether it's a safety for people to actually use seatbelts or not. Moving on to this last question of this topic, this discussion question. Is it necessary to consider both law and ethics when making basic decision? Isn't being legal completely enough? So I strongly believe that it is necessary to consider both laws and ethics when making business decisions. Without law, we don't have decision because people don't agree with these people because they don't have laws. And ethics, we don't have ethical or ethical kind of situation because we don't have these things. We don't not fully known or fully discover this kind of business kind of opportunities. And or isn't it being legally completed enough, this actually did not actually go or be used illegally enough, because we need more common laws and ethics to make sure that our business runs smoothly. They're more likely to be ethical, it's more likely to be kind of more logical, and also we more likely to see the people humanity in these questions. So thank you for listening, and goodbye.